Young and the Restless sees Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, at a turning point in her life that could have her looking for a new job and also a new man. So, where will she go from here? Can anything be salvaged from the wreckage of her life now that her boyfriend has taken a wrecking ball to all of it? We're going to talk about what is next for Sally in love and in business now that she has walked out on Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, and seems to be considering making this a permanent split. Right now, thanks to Billy's risk-addicted personality, Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, is pulling the funding for Abbott.com. That business is dead in the water. This week, Sally reminds Billy she left a great job at Marchetti to help him start Abbott.com, and now that's just gone. It's gone in a moment because of choices that Billy has made. However, he keeps telling Sally that they're still going to have Abbott.com because he has deluded himself into thinking that he's going to scare Victor Newman, Eric Braden, into not only handing over Chancellor, but also into funding Abbott.com, a competing company for Newman Media. Billy is drinking crazy juice this week. With all that in mind, and the fact that he will not stop his vendetta and is fixated, Sally is really close to pulling the plug on her relationship with Billy in every aspect. Nothing matters as much to him as his obsession with getting revenge on Victor and getting Chancellor back. Sally can clearly see that Billy is willing to team up with Damian Kane, Jermaine Rivers, and do illegal, immoral, and just sketchy things if he cannot get what he wants from Victor with this blackmail scheme he's cooking up. As usual, Billy thinks he's got everything figured out and believes he can do this without Damian Kane. He thinks that Sally should just sit around and wait for him to shake all this money out of Victor. But Sally can't live with this. She can't live like this. She has taken so many risks already for Billy. Now Sally feels like she's not enough for Billy. She told him he's being selfish and isn't thinking of her. Of course, he says that's not true, that he is thinking of Sally. But what she sees is he is still putting revenge first. It really looks like Sally may end her relationship with Billy personally and professionally. She already walked out. This week, Sally tells Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, and Chelsea Lawson Newman, Melissa Claire Egan, she's done with Abbott.com, it's over. She may be done with Billy full stop. If that happens, what we want to think about is what is next for Sally if she cuts ties with Billy in her personal life and at work. We want to talk about who Sally is going to rebound with romantically and what could be her next career move now that Billy has blown up Abbott.com for her. First, let's talk about who Sally's new guy might be if she calls it off with Billy, which I think she really should. We've got this new Noah Newman, Rory Gibson, recast. Former Days of Our Lives actor Lucas Adams debuts soon on Young and the Restless. Noah is in lay now, and Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, and Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow's son, is going to get into a dangerous situation. It looks like Sharon and Nick are going to head to Lay to help him. I'm guessing Noah is going to follow them back to Genoa City once his drama is all taken care of. This new version of Noah that Lucas Adams is playing is reportedly edgier, which would be perfect for Sally. She likes a man with edge, but Billy's just got too much. Noah owns a nightclub and is opening another one in LA. That's why he's there. If you remember, he had one in Genoa City that seems to be closed at this point. So, I think Noah could be a good match for Sally once he's back in town. Not if he's staying in LA. But I assume they haven't recast him just to leave him in LA. But there's another new hottie coming to Young and the Restless. Detective Burrows is a cop played by the gorgeous Matt Cohen, who was last seen on General Hospital. This guy is so dreamy looking. He and Sally would be so pretty together. There's another option for her. The next person to consider is Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer. He may be single soon if Claire Grace Newman, Haley Aaron, is not going to give him the romantic reset that Kyle has been begging for. He betrayed her, he lied to her, and there's a chance Claire could end up with Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, and Kyle ends up single, so he and Sally might spark, which of course would be a little strange given that when she first came to Genoa City, Sally was actually hot for his dad Jack. Then again, that's pretty soap opera standard because Sharon has been with Adam and Nick and their dad. The last guy I want to consider is Sally's ex, Adam Newman, because you never know, he could catch feelings for Sally again. And Adam's war with Billy might cause a rift between Adam and Chelsea Lawson Newman. Plus, a lot of fans don't want Adam with Chelsea, and they really loved Adam with Sally. False spoilers have promised that Billy causes problems for Adam and Chelsea soon. And one of those problems might be that Sally is single and Adam is tempted to get back with Sally. Their old flame could reignite. Now, let's talk about her new job prospects. Our first thought is Damian Kane may try and lure Sally over to his team to try and pull Billy in closer to him, but I doubt that would work. As we know, Sally dislikes and distrusts Damian Kane, so I just can't see her saying yes, even if he offered her a job. However, Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters, may hire Sally because Diane feels bad for Sally, doing Sally wrong and playing fast and loose with her future. I could see Diane bringing Sally in to work at Jebot Classic or any other part of Jebot, especially if Sally winds up getting cozy with Kyle. I actually think Jebot would be a good fit for Sally because she was basically already working there under the Marchetti division. So, they already know how hard of a worker she is and that she would be somebody good to have on board. Or this could be interesting and soapy. Adam and Chelsea Lawson Newman might feel bad that Billy did Sally dirty and bring her on board at Newman Media because both Adam and Chelsea feel guilty about their cheating that messed with Sally's life and kind of led her down this road. Seeing as Adam and Chelsea are Billy's professional rivals, if he had actually started Abotcom, I think it'd be interesting if they scooped up Sally. That would really bug Billy. I do think Sally working for Newman would horrify him. And for that reason alone, Victor might actually be okay with hiring Sally. The last thing to consider is that Lauren Fenmore, Tracy Bregman, might hire Sally as a designer or as a buyer for Fenmore's because, as we know, Sally is extremely gifted in the field of fashion and interior design. Plus, she's a great businesswoman. I think she'd be a huge asset to Fenmore's, and Lauren might need some extra help soon. With Michael Baldwin, Christian Jules Leblet, about to start playing double agent and spy between Damian Kane and Victor, Lauren may have her hands full and need some time off. And Sally could help fill that void. Sally Spectra has always been the kind of woman who doesn't just enter a room, she claims it. From her fiery red hair to her unapologetic ambition, she's lived a life of bold choices, messy mistakes, and passionate reinventions. Genoa City has seen her climb, fall, love, and lose. But just when it seems like Sally might settle into the background, she reminds everyone that she's far from finished. Now, as whispers float through Crimson Lights and Newman Tower alike, Sally appears to be on the cusp of a new chapter, one that could involve a dazzling career move, a surprising alliance, and, inevitably, a romance that sets tongues wagging across town. Because in Genoa City, no fresh start comes without sparks, and Sally has always been a fire starter. When Sally first arrived in Genoa City, her passion for fashion was her calling card. She strutted into Fenmore's and Newman Media with audacity, carving out opportunities where others saw dead ends. But fashion proved to be both her triumph and her torment. Her designs impressed, but drama, betrayal, and heartbreak always seemed to follow close behind. Lately, Sally has been restless, caught between her entrepreneurial spirit and the desire for stability after so much loss. The death of her and Adam's baby, her tumultuous entanglements with Nick and Adam, and her struggle to prove she was more than a schemer, have left her craving more than just survival. She wants legacy. That's why the rumors of her next career move have Genoa City buzzing. Word is that Sally has been approached with a bold opportunity to lead a new luxury lifestyle brand that merges design, media, and hospitality. It's the kind of venture that could cement her as not just a designer, but an empire builder. The offer didn't come from Fenmore's or Newman, though both have shown interest, but from an unexpected source, Chancellor Winters. Devon and Lily, recognizing Sally's talent for innovation and her ability to spot trends before they explode, floated the idea of creating a new division that blends fashion with lifestyle marketing. Imagine Chancellor Winters as not just a corporate giant in entertainment and business, but a tastemaker, with Sally as the creative visionary. For Sally, the offer is intoxicating. It's a chance to reinvent herself once again, to prove to everyone, including herself, that she can rise above her past. But the decision won't come easy. Accepting means stepping into a spotlight brighter than ever, with every success scrutinized and every mistake magnified. And in Genoa City, ambition always comes with a price. Of course, no new chapter for Sally would be complete without romance, the fuel, the fire, and sometimes the downfall of her storylines. And in Genoa City, Sally's love life has always been as headline-worthy as her career moves. Adam remains the love she can't quite let go of. Their connection was raw, passionate, and devastating. They bonded through loss, through ambition, and through that combustible mix of attraction and destruction. Every time Sally tries to move on, Adam's shadow lingers, reminding her of what they had, and what they could have again. Lately, Adam has been softening, showing growth that Sally never thought possible. He's more measured, more determined to prove himself as a father and as a Newman. Could Sally find herself pulled back into his orbit, tempted by the promise of a second chance? Or would revisiting Adam be like playing with fire, familiar heat that always leaves scars? Then there's Nick. If Adam is fire, Nick is earth, grounding, steady, and reliable. Their romance surprised many in Genoa City, but it gave Sally a taste of stability she'd long craved. Nick treated her with respect, saw her beyond her mistakes, and gave her space to breathe. Yet, stability wasn't enough to quiet the storm inside her heart. Still, Nick's protective nature hasn't disappeared. Even as their romance cooled, he remains a constant figure in her life. And if Sally's next career move places her squarely in the public eye, she might find herself leaning on Nick's strength once again. But here's where things get truly intriguing. Sally's new chapter could bring with it a brand new romance. Genoa City thrives on fresh arrivals, and rumors swirl that Chancellor Winters might be recruiting a charismatic investor from outside town to help launch the lifestyle brand. Enter a possible new leading man, a powerful, enigmatic figure who sees in Sally not just ambition but a kindred spirit. Imagine Sally caught in a triangle not just between Nick and Adam, but pulled into the allure of someone entirely new. A romance that would ignite jealousy in the Newman brothers while pushing Sally into uncharted territory. Could she finally find someone who loves her not despite her ambition, but because of it? No matter which career path or romance Sally chooses, one thing is certain: her journey will be anything but tame. Sally has a history of blending passion with her work, often blurring the lines between personal and professional. If she takes the Chancellor Winters offer, late nights at the office could turn into steamy encounters. If Adam re-enters her orbit, their fiery chemistry could ignite once again in stolen moments. If a new man arrives, Sally's reputation as Genoa City's most irresistible wildcard will only intensify. But with every kiss, every late-night confession,